Welcome back to Heroes Lounge S Division day number 2. I am your unprepared caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Close to Death, and on the right is going to be Order of the Sleeping Dragon. We shortened it to OSD here. I'm currently looking through all the map ban stuff, so let me, I need to figure this out really quickly, so sorry that I'm just gonna be I need to just kind of stare off to the other monitor. Okay, so they won that, so that means they have map priority. Okay. That, and hey, tried and true, we're gonna continue into our same first maps. Rollerius, thank you so, Rolls-Rius, thank you so much for the follow there. I really appreciate that, my friend. So I'm updating our little map tool that I have so that way I can show all the stuff in the background so you can, or I mean just this little cool map tool, but let's actually go ahead and take a look at this. So Close to Death, lost the coin flip, which means that OSD gets first pick, first ban priority in game number 1. They banned out Towers of Doom. Tomb of the Spider Queen was banned out by Close to Death, and Dragonshire is going to be our first map chosen by Close to Death. There we go. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure that we have this in the background. This is actually all the stuff I was setting up while I was just like, all right, wait, I need to make sure that I have this, but nope. All right. Also, Gorilla? I think it's supposed to be Gorilla. Thank you for the follow as well. All right, let's actually jump into our draft here because we haven't got to talk about this enough. Let's go Shot. Hey, Shotty boy is in there. Let's see who's going to be able to take this. Alrighty, so we have an ETC Anduin on the left-hand side for this Dragonshire map. We have an Sylvanas, Zeratul, Samuro ban. We saw how much value Samuro got in the last series and some other series in the previous, in yesterday's matches, so I like that being banned out as well. Ana, Maiev, and Greymane being banned on the right-hand side, all of those work really well with ETC, and the Maiev and Greymane are just great for the dive that pair into that. Granted, I mean, the Greymane's more of a response to the draft that we currently have because it's our third ban, and then we're going to have a Johanna, Phoenix, and Raynor on the right-hand side. Yesterday, we got to see Shot play one game with Johanna. It was on Dragonshire, and it was a very dominant game for them. After that, it was banned out every single game. It looks like Close to Death doesn't seem to care too much about that, and they're going to go ahead and they're going to take the Lunara away. Ooh, that's some spicy. That's some spicy. Wow. I mean, they already had, I mean, at least we can see it right here. We know that Enigmatic was on Phoenix, but they could roll swap still. And that's going to be an Alarak as well. Oh, and we saw Alarak being, like, Keenan's Alarak yesterday was really strong. I don't think these teams are going to be swapping any players around. Sorry that our draft was kind of slower right there, but either way, we do have pretty good drafts from both sides. I really like the Chen for the solo lane. We'll see how Yrel deals with Chen. Feels like Chen is fairly dominant. I wouldn't say in the sense that he's going to, you pick him, you win. But he's got a lot of good value in that solo lane. I think he does a really good job. Excuse me, really good job within that right there. But before we get into this, thank you all so much for joining, for hanging out. We are currently getting into our second best of 5 of the day. We are getting into Close to Death versus OSD. We've got our draft, we've got our map, we are loading on in. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you to everyone who's already followed, who's subbed, all that. Thank you for hosting and everything. Just thanks for being here, lurking, following. If you enjoyed the content you see, please, I encourage you, at least do yourself a favor and hit that follow button. I do a lot of casting on this channel, so if you enjoy Heroes of the Storm content, you enjoy watching competitive games, I do this all the time, so the more of you that watch, the more... I do this because I love the viewers. Like, I do this for all of you. This isn't my job. This is my hobby. I do this for fun. I love it so much. So thank you for being here. I just really enjoy all of you cheering on and hanging out, and I love you so much. So let's get into our game number 2. Match number 2. On the left-hand side, game number 1, Close to Death. We have Red Robot going to be on the ETC. Hooverman's going to be on the Anduin. Keenan is going to be on that Alarak. Cookie Man will be on the Lunara. And Bloodsplat will be on that Chen. Come on. Give us a Wandering Keg, Bloodsplat. Give us one Wandering Keg game, please. OSD will be on the right-hand side, and we are going to be having Enigmatic on the Phoenix. Shot will be on the Johanna. Elhaim will be on the Deckard. Treebeard will be on the Raynor, and Corgi Booty will be on the Yrel. Funny enough, I actually had no idea what they were on, but I was just making guesses based on what I'd seen all day yesterday, and Elhaim plays a lot of Deckard Cain and is very strong on it, I'm not going to lie. Also, Treebeard on that Raynor. Going to be able to put that pepper in. Let's see what they're going to be able to do here. Power Slide from Red Robot. A good initiation. Enigmatic being pushed around. They're not going to be able to get that blink. The healing coming out from Elheim is really, really good. Chen kicking in as well, and Enigmatic will be going down. First blood of the game going over in favor for the members of Close to Death. We have 103 sadism already on that Alarak. They get 3 sadism per kill, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So they can go up to 30% from just hero kills. There's other talents they can pick up that are going to be increasing that. Look at this right now. Hold on, let's get our controllers all set up. Because they look at this the vision between the two. I don't think they actually knew each other were in the bushes, but she just stepped forward like that. I love that little play. We'll keep an eye on top lane as much as possible. We'll just cycle through a few of these and see what the teams are doing in the start of this matchup right here. Setting a wisp for that Lunara. Sorry, I was looking at this once again. Guitar Hero again for ETC. This is the second time I've actually seen an ETC picking up Guitar Hero over the Proc Rock. And Guitar Hero did get a change when our movement speed patch. It went from 30% to 60%, if I'm not mistaken. So that's that's a significant buff to it. I honestly don't think that's just massive feeling. And the only thing that I'm curious is it worth taking over the fact that once you finish Prog Rock, you get a little bit of healing to your friendly teams? Like that's the one thing that I actually really like about Prog Rock, is it helps out a lot of the other players as well. I'm only here for the eye candy. I mean, most people only come here for Bandit. Plastine, how you doing? Keg out of Mosh? Yes. Yes. 5 head. I haven't seen this game since December, so no idea Anduin was the thing now. Anduin is a thing and a very strong thing. That doesn't sound right, but Anduin is definitely a very strong support here. The big thing that he can bring to the table is the Leap of Faith and being able to... I think his kit is really good. He's got an AoE heal for the friendly team. That's going to be a large... You'll see it's going to be a large kind of sweeping wave. You just saw the flash heal from him right there, where you kind of... That's the Divine Star, where he throws out damage, and he throws out that wave. You can hit an enemy here, and then you can get healing from the onto the friendly team as that comes back. You can see it right there once again. Gonna get that AoE heal, and he's also got the Chastise, which you're gonna see here and there. It's gonna be that giant floating gold orb, and then it has a root on it. And then his passive, he also has what's called Leap of Faith, and it's going to be able to pull friendly members, giving them the unstoppable status, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to double check on that. We'll see what happened, but it's a really great tool to kind of save some members who are in a bit of a rough spot. We are on Dragonshire, which is going to be a bit of a kind of all over the place map. We have a rotation coming in from Keenan in the top lane, but Corgi Booty is out of here, or at least trying to be out of here. But there's the Chastise right there. Silence coming out from Alarak. Corgi Booty trying to get some armor for themselves with the Avenging Wrath, but they end up going... Actually, no, they don't even have that talent, so they're gonna be going down right there. Another pick for the members of Close to Death. Really strong start for them right there. Dark Demon and Chewy Hots, thank you for the follows. I appreciate the support, my friends. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. We're gonna be seeing our level 7 talent tier fairly soon for these teams. And that's not going to be like a massive power spike, but it still is a really good... Like, I would at least say that majority of the heroes benefit quite a bit in that early game from that 7 talent tier, and you're going to be able to then start to... We might see a bit of a dynamic shift when it comes to some of these engagements. Alarak can get either a kind of a power spike or a power debuff. I can't think of the correct word for it. If they take the telekinesis, which reduces their sadism down by 10% one again, or 10%. As well, they could be going to the sustained lightning at level 1, or that's the green one, the energy surge, I think it is, and that's going to be that questing talent which removes that 10 sadism, but you can get it back once you finish that out. So we're going to be seeing mostly telekinesis build. I think I've seen kind of a back and forth when it comes to what the Alaraks go for. It's you either see this or you see that old build with the energy. Oh my god. Lightning Surge. There we go. I can't say the words apparently today, but Anduin's going to be going down right there. Enigmatic is going to have to actually get the blink back towards the friendly team, and they're going to start to re-engage on this. They do have that Arsenal synergy, so every time they get 3 of the repeater cannons, their plasma cannon is going to be able to get a big ol' AoE. Plasma bomb, or phase bomb, excuse me. And Phase Bomb is the big circular one that you'll see kind of AoE splash a little bit, and the repeater cannon just does those singular little shots that you're going to be seeing constantly. But this is just a great way to burn down the camp. This is still, no one has the availability for Dragonite just yet, and oopsie, I'm just smashing keys apparently. Did I lock onto someone? I didn't. Okay, I must have just jumped to the current. selection. But either way, let's actually get an idea of what some of these numbers look like. We've stared at the talents long enough. Let's see what they've been doing damage-wise, healing-wise, and what the experience deficits look like. Because we got a couple kills between the two teams, but it's still very close, and Treebeard is going to be going down right there. Going to be able to pick up another kill. Cookie Man going to be putting on the pressure. They're going to be stepping up into this bottom lane. That's going to be Shot having to rotate out. Enigmatic going to be coming through. They don't have their 10s just yet, but Shot is in a really bad spot, and they're getting some good healing from the Deckard Cain. They're actually going to be locked down, and they make it out alive. Shot with just the mom spaghetti pouring out of their pockets is going to be able to make it out just fine, as we are going to be having Yrel leaving this top lane. Bloodsplat going to be doing very well into this Yrel. It seems like Bloodsplat hasn't had a bad time at all. Yrel back over here, but that's going to be charge in favor in the mid lane. Red Robot may be going for the channel, but they're not going to be able to pick it up just yet. And we'll get the 10 talents here in just a there we go. Oh, wait, hold on, mid lane. Oh, they're not able to pick up the kill. I was thinking that they might be able to get that last little burst onto them, but Corgi Booty will have the halfway channel in top lane, stopping this. Unfortunately, we don't get the Wandering Keg, because here's the thing: you don't have to take Mosh Pit if you take Stage Dive. Deckard Cain's gonna be picked off right there. Cookie Man gonna find a kill, and Raynor will be going down as well. A lot of good momentum and a lot of good play coming out from the members of Close to Death in this game number 1. 6-1 in kills. No Dragonite still, but they've had, I would say, the majority of the they've had the availability for it for quite some time. Nice save by Cain. I agree. Like, that was a really, really just sweaty palms moment. Like, please, 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 let me live, let me live. Sorry, I'm just moving my water glass around so at least I have a better spot so I can grab that faster. Treebeard, please. Oh. Bottom lane has the Bruiser Camp pushing in right now. Elhaim and Treebeard are going to be back from death. Look at the wraparound coming out from Shot. Is actually, let's go ahead and take away these talents. We're going to see, nice. There's the Leap of Faith. If anyone was wondering what it looks like, that's a clean pull right there coming in from Anduin to make sure that Shot won't be able to chase any further in, and just kind of gets them in a better position. I didn't actually catch what the status it gave. I think it's unstoppable, but maybe it was invulnerable. We could actually probably click on him and find out, but we have a little bit of a back and forth in this mid lane for now. We'll check afterwards, as Corgi Booty's going to be in a little bit of a rough spot. Keenan going to be stepping forward as well. This Alarak has a lot of good sadism. Light Bomb goes out. That's going to be the counter strike going out. Doesn't really connect on anyone, and Alarak going to have their sadism reset. Enigmatic gets the healing from Elhaim just in time, and the CTC is not going to be able to pick up the Dragonite just yet. Chen just drinking in the bush right over there. It sounds just like a Friday night. It's just like everyone's just trying to get ready to go, and it's just like it's just one of your friends just drinking in the bush. She's like, I gotta finish my beer really quick, and they're gonna be getting the chastise onto Shot right there, who pops the Iron Skin, gonna be able to make it out just fine. Corgi Booty moving around as well, forcing Bloodsplat back, and they're gonna use the stage dive onto Treebeard. The slows are gonna be there. Nice penetrating round, power slide from the Red Robot as well, pushing Shot back. Enigmatic using the blink to get out of there, and they'll be just fine. Wait, are they? Do they have so much poison in their health bar? Can they get out just in time? That's gonna be healing from Elhaim right there, and Raynor does go down. That will also be the Alarak back from death, but they have their sadism reset. Not Wandering Keg, but the Storm, Earth, and Fire is going to be coming out from Chen, and that is going to be Cookie Man picking up the Dragonite. We are going to be seeing Alarak picking up a little more sadism as they picked up that 1 kill right there, and so they are going to be having 3% back on, but only sitting at 93 right there. That is just, yes, unstoppable. Thank you so much, Rolls Rios. Whew. 13 talent here on the side for Close to Death over the opposing team, and they're just running it through mid. Bottom lane, granted, already has the fort down, and they're already pushing in through mid. There's actually a bit of a back and forth between Corgi Booty and Keenan right now. Does Keenan go down? Silence. Uh-oh. Dun dun. Dun dun. Nice Ardent Defender right there. They're going to have a lot of damage put onto them. Dragonite goes down. The fight in mid lane continues as Corgi Booty is going to be making their way out. Leaping Strikes coming out from Cookie Man. That's going to be focused onto Enigmatic, who gets the blink. That's going to the Light Bomb. Going out onto Huberman as well. They're going to chase further forward, and that's going to be Treebeard in a rough spot. The Lornado is going to be out as well. This is going to be Red Robot trying to get the control, and they managed to get the kill onto Raynor, and now they're forcing in through mid lane once again. They've got a wave here. They could push in with the catapult. Seems like they're going to back off, rotate back into the bushes over here, and grab this Bruiser Camp. So far, that's really good momentum, really good play coming out from Close to Death. And actually, can they find the Yrel in this top lane? She's going to go ahead and go to the far side of this. Bloodsplat kicking over the wall. They've got 5 seconds on the Storm, Earth, and Fire. Corgi Booty going to get the chastise thrown on them. Keenan looking for more stacks, and that's going to be increased sadism. I was like, oh, okay, no, that's just Or wait. No, it's Blade of the High Lord. So I was wondering how they're... Can we actually break this down really quickly? Let's see. Got my little controller here. Let's look at Alarak. So Blade of the High Lord has 8 sadism on it. I'm not showing anything in the end. There we go. And they have, okay, so there we go. Can I actually pull back up his... There we go. That's what I wanted to see right there. So from 10, reduction by 10, takedowns by 9%, show of force by 2%, and Blade of the High Lord 16%. That's so really cool. I like being able to see that breakdown. It's just really cool to see where the Alarak's building up their sadism from. But we are going to be having another Shrine phase activating here in just a second, and we're going to go ahead and get vision for the members of the blue team and get an idea how they're going to be playing this and what they're going to be doing to kind of set up onto this, because they've got some momentum in their favor, but they don't want to be giving it over anytime soon. Leap of Faith comes in. That's going to be the Storm Earth and Fire coming out as well. That's going to be Light Bomb onto one of the Chen Pendapals. Oh my god, I was waiting, I was like, where's the Purification Salvo? But they end up getting the stun right there. And that's just going to be the, a lot of heroics use. Oh, Shot's going to get caught out here on the left-hand side. I don't think there's anything they can do. There's no Falling Sword, there's nothing, and they're going to be going down. And that will be at least one pick. Stage Dive going to be coming out from the ETC. I was like, wait, are they going to be engaging? Nope. Red Robot straight to top lane. Chen going to be in this mid. They're going for the second Dragonite. If they can run this also down mid, this is going to be definitely a keep going down. I don't know if they can end. Maybe if they get a pick or two during this, they can end, but with the Johanna being back up in about 10 seconds, this should be at least keep, and then I would expect the members of OSD to make the defense, but 16 talents here is still here in favor for Close to Death. Let's actually pull away the talents. We'll just be able to see the screen a little bit better here, and Shot going to be coming back in. Kick goes out onto Raynor. Yrel coming in for the flank. Alarak in bottom lane pushing that up a little bit, trying to get that catapult to be stepping up onto that keep. We have the mid lane already going down, and they're going to cycle down into bottom lane. Alarak, as I said before, going to be pushing this up, and most of the minion wave was cleared out, but they're going to be able to get some decent siege in with this. But now the team is going to be trying to turn this around, maybe stepping forward onto one of the members who isn't in the Dragonite. They're a little split on the side of Close to Death, and that's also going to be the Blessed Shield going out from Johanna, unfortunately not connecting on anyone. They have found themselves Corgi Booty. Absorption will be used, but I think that's more or less to get them out. That's going to be Power Slide from the ETC. No Mosh Pit, because, well, they didn't take that. Corgi Booty making their way out of there. Meanwhile, Chen is going to be in a Dragonite, hitting this keep. And they should be able to take the second one down. And I think they know that the win condition is basically they got to get at least 1 to 2 kills here to try and step up onto the core. They take a second keep. They've got consistent catapult pressure through mid and bottom. And this is just going to be, I would assume, the disengage now, as they have, they're approaching their 20s. They're 2 1/4 levels away. Like, they're not too far off. They still need to hit 16s on the side of OSD. That's the other big thing to note too. They don't have that same talent tier, and that's a big deficit when it comes to the team fights. And you can see on the minimap, they're very turtled up right now on the side of OSD, just playing the waves as they're coming into them. Enigmatic on the... I was trying to remember off the top of my head. Enigmatic on the... Phoenix is going to be rotating in the top lane a little, a little far out, but at the same time, they probably kind of knew that the enemy... I like how there's also still a gate for them right there, but they probably knew the enemy team wasn't going to be up there, so they can just easily get that. Shot going to be mid lane clearing out as well, stepping forward and just trying to get this clear. But now look at the bottom lane. They're coming in through here, and they're trying to end. They can see Shots in mid, who is also going to be hearthing. They know that's going to be happening right there, and so probably everyone's setting up for the defense. Siege Giants and Bruisers coming in. Can they end on the side of Close to Death? 18 to 15 in levels. They've got a talent tier advantage. They're trying to press the core with all of this. Let's see if they can do it. Pandas are going to be summoned right now from Chen. That's going to be the Purification Salvo going out, but the silence was out from the Alarak as well. Light Bomb coming out. Stage Dive will be connecting onto one. Corgi Booty seems to be the target as they're going to be pushed around a little bit right there. Core health is starting to fall just below the shielding, and now Enigmatic is going to be forced back as well. Cookie Man needs to cycle out. They're falling quite low. Flash heal from the Anduin. Corgi Booty trying to step forward as well. Another good healing wave coming out from Anduin. Raynor will be going down right there, and they're starting to put the damage into the core. Siege Giants are going to be a little distracted. That's going to be Purification Salvo going out as well. Not going to be able to yield a kill just yet. Bloodsplat getting a little bit low, trying to drink through the pain as Corgi Booty's going to be low. They pop the Ardent Defender as well. Bloodsplat going to cycle around. That's going to be the counter strike coming out from Alarak, and that's going to be game number 1 over to the members of Close to Death. GG. Well played. I missed all the buttons right there. That's gonna be GG, boys. Noble, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. Fit for a gamer chick. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that support, my friend. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thanks for checking out the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching some great games. We definitely need a break after this best of 5 set, because I am on a sliver of tea and I've got half a glass of water. We can do it. We got this. Let's show talents really quickly. Can OSD bring it back? Can they start bringing us a set here? Oh, sleepy puppy. Look at you. Just... thank you all for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. C, how you doing? Okay, cool. We know what map we got as well. And I already have a lobby. Okay, this was won by them, and we're going to be going to this map chosen by them. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just making sure that I get everything all set up here on my end, and we're good to go. No, we're not. I forgot to update the team scores, as I always do. Boop. All right. Whew. I was just telling the admin, I was like, I wasn't ready for the last game. He's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. Like, I was just changing map stuff, but like, I had a small panic attack. I'm like, oh no. But we're in our lobby. We're ready to go. We're going to be getting into our our second game in our second series today. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I am so glad to be bringing you some awesome games on our Sunday afternoon. We've got 2 best of 5s. We've already gone through 1, and we're going to be having a best of 7 grand final. We got ourselves a game. Let's get into it. Good afternoon, morning, night, any time of the day, wherever you are. Welcome to the S Division Playoffs, day number 2. We're going to be finding out who is going to be going up against the members of the Lost Boys in the grand finals, and who is going to be going up against Looking for Work in our 3rd, 4th place matchup. We are currently in game number 2 in our best of 5 series between Close to Death versus Order of the Sleeping Dragon, where Close to Death is up 1 game. Neo of Terraria. I can't say the word.
Subscribe.
Thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. I apologize for murdering your name. It's gonna be one of those things where it's the Y throws me off so hard, but thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. I really much appreciate the support. And with all that support, I think it's time we looked at some maps. Postman Pat, thank you for the follow as well. The home team today in this matchup is going to be Close to Death. OSD they lost the coin flip. That gets first pick priority over to OSD in that game 1. Towers of Doom was banned out by OSD. Close to Death banned out Tomb of the Spider Queen. Dragonshire was our first map chosen by the members of Close to Death and won by them. Volskaya Foundry is going to be our game number 2, as OSD has opted for first pick. And Close to Death has chosen to take us to Volskaya Foundry. Whew. No worries, and thanks for casting. You're awesome. Thanks for being here, and thanks for lurking and watch. Like, thanks for subbing. Like, I really do appreciate it. Like, even if everyone just lurked all day, I'd be happy to. Like, I'm glad that there's people watching and enjoying the Heroes of the Storm. That's the big thing that I want to bring to the table. I just want to be able to showcase players and give the audience a good stream. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for following and subbing and supporting. You all are the best. You beautiful human beings. Alrighty, Sylvanas will be banned on the left-hand side. We're going to be seeing what we're going to be getting rid of here as well. Didn't seem like Close to Death had to worry too much about anything they played, so they're just going to go with the same Abathur ban as well. This is going to be the Anub'arak and Ana banned out on the right-hand side, and a snap onto this Maiev. They're going for dive aggression early. We'll see what they go for later on, as this is going to be this is going to be the 1-2 pick, at least for the members of IDK, if you guys know this, but I'm a sub here, and I demand respect. Lurkers of the Storm. Hey. Hey, CP Clad, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Monix, Ed, thanks for coming by. Thank you for being here. Zeratul Chen will be the 1-2 pickup on the left-hand side for Close to Death. I actually really like that. Chen was really strong in the last game, and we'll continue to see that value. Is this a keg game? Please? It's point control, right? They need the keg for point control. I just want Wandering Keg so bad. Johanna will be picked up once again, so they're going to be having that for the strong front line. What do we go for the... Oh, wow, and they're going to lock in their solo lane early as well. So, damage... I was actually expecting this to be a dive composition, but they're going to have a little more control. I think they're going to just kind of control the fight and kind of pull picks that they want with that Umbral Bind. They're going to have the Condemn for a lot of good setup. Urella, some good point control and crowd control on top of all of that as well. I like all that so far. Really, really good setup from both these teams. And Lunara actually going to be banned out against Enigmatic. Fully. I don't know if you guys know this here, but I'm a lurker and I demand Repulsion. What? New copy pasta? Meta? Copy pastas are always welcome here. Diablo banned out on the right-hand side. That's really, really smart because the Apocalypse and the Void Prism is a really strong combo together, and you can pick up something like a Jaina to then follow up with more damage, or a Gul'dan, or even a Kel'Thuzad if you wanted, but this is Jimmy going to be coming in here, going to be putting on that pepper, and Anduin once again going to be in this game. We saw the prowess from Anduin in game number 1, and I don't blame them for going for it here. He's really strong. Brad Pitt Jr. does really well in the Nexus, so I like that. And this is going to be the damage and support coming out for the members of OSD. They could pick up something like a Tyrande if they wanted to go for that. Sentinels are really strong for vision. Or they could go for maybe something like an Alexstrasza for some point aggression with the Dragon form. Even then, Stukov is a really great time. But once again, they're going to go for the Decker Cane. And Mephisto is going to be joining into this as well. You aren't going to get Keg without boss control point like Cursed or Sky, and still maybe not. Root too strong for Panda Pals? Yeah. Sorry to burst your bubble. It's okay, Legacy. Like, I know that there's hard truth in this world, and Cho'Gall's trash, and like Asmodan's like gold tier. Hell yeah. I love. Alright, cool. Tyrael play. I love some good Tyrael. This is gonna be interesting. So of course, because this is the motif that I go for, it's Judgment, right? Like, Sanctification is a worthless heroic. I mean, why be able to pretty much mitigate anything that's happening to your team when you could just, you know, dive someone in the back line? But I'm realistic. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. I was like, well, realistically, you've got, you know, Holy Word Salvation, but on the other hand, if you were to Lightning Bomb a Judgment, is Brad Pitt Jr. the new Brad Pitt Senior space movie? What? Wait, what? And yeah, by the way, like, when I say Asmodan's gold tier, like, in the sense that, like, he's played in gold and probably, like, a little bit of plat. He's all over the place, but, like, we rarely see him in competitive games because there's just, as I've talked with a lot of teams, there's just better pickups. But we got ourselves a game, and let's find out who's going to be taking it. On the left-hand side, getting into our game number 2, we've got Huberman on the Anduin. Keenan is going to be on the Raynor. Cookie Man's going to be on the Zeratul. Red Robot will be on the Tyrael. And Bloodsplat will be on the Chen. That is going to be the members of Close to Death who are up 1 in our Best of 5 series. On the right-hand side, trying to bring us the series, we have OSD. We have Enigmatic going to be on the Maiev. Elhaim is going to be on the Deckard. Shot will be on the Johanna. Treebeard is going to be on the Mephisto. And Corgi will be on that Urel. OSD moves into mid lane, and let's see what the mid lane matchup is going to be. Also, our level 1 talents. I would say it's pretty much standard across the board, Justice for All for this Tyrael. Actually, I don't know Tyrael build too well myself, so it's looking standard because the purple talent at level 1 is what I often do see. It is hard to memorize every single talent, I'll be honest. And this is just going to be a little bit of a back and forth as we start out our mid lane engagement. Treebeard going to be stepping forward with that Shade of Mephisto, and they'll be able just to back out right there. Checking in on our top lane, Enigmatic is going to be trying to get Cookie Man with the Umbral Bind right there, but they're going to be stepping forward. Nice little blink going to be coming out from the Zeratul as well, making sure that they're not going to get caught out, and they're going to be able to back out as well. Let's actually get the vision for the blue team as they're going to be making rotations and kind of see what they're seeing within these lanes, because I think the early game being able to see how these teams play this early early game is really informative for us as the viewers as well, because you can see how they're making some of these decisions, how they're just going to try and pressure up onto Joanna, and how the friendly team really isn't showing much on the side of OSD. We're going to be having Treebeard in this top lane clearing out, but we've been consistently missing a lot of the members. Now, I wonder if that's because they're getting a camp on the right-hand side, and look at that, they're getting a camp on the right-hand side, because usually teams will break off at the 1 minute mark and go ahead and grab the fortification camp. So that way, I think it's a 2-minute 30 counter. Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds later, they're going to be able to grab it, and that 2-minute 30 will actually be about 30... No. It'll be 4 minutes into the game, and that'll be a minute after we get our objective. Someone in chat's gonna be like, Bahamut, your math is just trash. What are you doing? If I never have an asthma on my team ever again, I'd be so happy. Iris, how are you gonna hurt me like that? We're gonna be having a bit of an engagement over this Biotic emitter. It was picked up by the members of Close to Death, and they're gonna instantly, excuse me, actually it was picked up by the members of OSD, and it's gonna be instantly dropped by them. Enigmatic getting a lot of Fan of Knives resets, but unfortunately they're not gonna find a kill just yet either. This will be the turret dropped in favor for the members of Close to Death, so a few items are gonna be used here back and forth. Enigmatic may be looking for an Umbral Bind, there we go, and they're gonna they won't be able to find one, so they'll back off. Seems like it's just going to be, I'm looking through the builds here as well, and it's going to be pretty much the standard across the board as we progress into our level 4s here, and we're also just going to be seeing some wave clear as they prep for the first objective, which will be up in the next 4 seconds, or at least the announcement will be up in, well, 1 second, as Yrel apparently gets picked off in the rotation right there by the Anduin of all people. Anduin OP? Deckard and Maiev are going to go ahead and work onto this, and they'll have some top lane pressure going out in their favor. I would expect the members of Close to Death try to be rotating over to that camp in just a second, maybe delay that out as long as possible. Enigmatic grabs that, and the rest of the team will be able to rotate back in and go for the objective right there. Treebeard gets a little bit of pressure cleared out in bottom lane, going to make sure that they're soaking up that experience. And speaking of, let's actually cycle through some of these early game numbers, get an idea of what they're putting up, as Chen and Maiev are going to be going a little back and forth in top lane. Chen is going to have some great wave clear into this wave, so we'll be able to back that out. And then look at this over here on the left-hand side. Cookie Man will grab that. Meanwhile, over in this mid lane, we are going to be having an engagement breaking out. Nice Umbral Bind going to be coming out as well. They have the lockdown for the Decker Cane. Nice use of a Leap of Faith from Hooverman right there. I believe it's a 60-second cooldown onto that, so they're going to have to wait a little bit. Actually, I might be wrong. I feel like it's a 2-minute cooldown. We can check that actually really quickly, because I'm quite curious myself, as no one has really gone down just yet. It's a 80-second cooldown, so I was nowhere close at all when I was calling that one right there, but regardless, they're going to be moving on through this as Enigmatic will be able to dive out. That's going to be Spirit of Vengeance getting them around fairly well. Vault to the Warden just to back off. Red Robot diving forward as well. Going to get some speed into a couple of these members, and Cookie Man needs to get out of there with the Blink. Treebeard trying to get forward with that Shade of Mephisto, and the Lightning Surge is going to be getting, or that Lightning Nova getting them some value, but Shot is going to be going down. That's going to be second kill for the members of Close to Death, as they found themselves a Yrel as well. They pick up another kill for themselves, and that's going to be 7 talent here in their favor, and the point control going over to them as well. Top lane did have a camp that just got cleared out, and this is going to be pressure that they're going to need to respond to. Realistically, I would expect the members of OSD to back off here, go ahead and get that top lane clear, regroup, get their 7s, and come back and try and take this point. The longer they kind of delay out like this, where they're hearthing and they're just grabbing this bottom camp, which is still going to get value for them, and it still will be value for them, it just means that top lane will consistently be pushing up and just pressuring the lane. They actually are going to go for this aggressive invade. They're not going to be able to steal away the camp. Are they going to be able to then get a kill is the question. Enigmatic getting very low here. Going to be getting the Spirit of Vengeance right out of there. Bloodsplat going to be chasing them into the top right of our screen, and they're going to be staying alive for now from Elhaim, who's just providing so much good healing for the friendly team. As Shot backs off, is able to grab nice use of the Righteous Hammer into that tight corridor, forcing them back. Decker King with a huge root onto a couple. Enigmatic very low here. Needs to get out. Cookie Man trying to get the burst, and I think they may have found it. Do they go down? Do they end up getting saved? And that's going to be another Leap of Faith. 80-second cooldown, because we do know that now, and they're going to jump back onto the point with another delay, or another staggered out death. They're going to go ahead and continue the charge in their favor, and this should be first Triglav Protector in favor for the members of Close to Death. That's a very strong start for Close to Death. Shot going to step up onto the point and try and deny the full timer to go through, as they're going to be, I think they were grabbing just some wave clear in the top lane. Alright, let's see what the engagement looks like here, as it's going to be same talent tier, a little bit of a level advantage in favor for the members of Close to Death. Cookie Man in a rough spot, gets the blink out. Enigmatic trying to get the damage. That's going to be Corky Booty stepping forward. Zeratul the first one to go down. Overtime's still going because they're on the point contesting this. They need to keep someone on this point the whole time. They've actually got them off, and that's going to be the control point A going over in favor for OSD as they continue this first objective and start the channel in their favor as well. They've got 3 seconds on the Zeratul. Maev's back into all this. Let's pull away the talents because we'll see our 10 talents fairly soon as they're now stepping up onto Shot, and the friendly team is all the way up in the top lane onto the Biotic Emitter, and maybe a little miscommunication, but they go for the Biotic Emitter, and unfortunately they give the point back over, and that is going to be close to death. With the channel onto this, they're going to be able to pick up the Trigger Lock Protector, and that is going to be first one of the game. Going over to the blue side, pushing on through mid lane. Who knows? 001, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, my friend. Biotic Emitter was picked up, and that's going to be Maiev going down. A little bit. Oh, that VP onto 1 right there. And now they're going to be chasing Corgi Booty. Treebeard's going to get out. They drop the Biotic Emitter as well. Hyperion comes out, and they now siege in through mid lane. Elhain will be hearthing in this mid, and they have the Maiev. I was going to say Mephisto. I was like, no, I'm wrong on that. Maiev and Urel going to be down for the next few seconds here as Maiev actually just gets back in, and they're going to be going for the mid lane fort here, not going to be going for the rotations that we often do see where it's just the front gate of mid and then going back into top lane. But while they had a couple members dead, getting this value is huge for them. They're going to try and use the gunner to finish out this fort. They don't want to step too far forward, but they're starting to bleed out on this Trigger Lock Protector. The actual friendly team is getting stepped up on as the gunner is going to be finishing it out. They're just barely out. Okay, they finally get it, but realistically it's not what I would expect to, because usually you want to take out this well, you want to take out the front gate and take out that lane sustain. Bottom lane will be the rotation as they actually already have opened this up. Do they have a Rocket Glove to lock down the tower? They do. That's going to be the Trigger Lock Protector still going down. It might have been just a timing right there, but they had at least one Rocket Glove go out, so it locked it down for a couple seconds. Treebeard going to be stepping forward, and they just kind of ignore the damage from the Mephisto. The floating nervous system, as I like to call it sometimes. Oh, wait, no, Blessed Shield going to be coming out as well. That's going to be some shielding from Red Robot for the friendly team. Chen going to get a kick over the wall, and they're out of there. Mephisto did go into the Endurance of Hate as well, so they are going to be having the AoE lockdown potential with that. Going to be able to spread to a couple members. I like the setup that we're going to be getting, so it's going to be Blessed Shield, probably locking a few of them tight together, and then you're going to have the Endurance of Hate, which will spread. So if a lot of members are grouped up, you can get some great follow-up, and then maybe the Maiev with the Warden's Cage on top of that. Why go camp? I agree. I was a little confused why there was such a heavy priority on that Biotic Emitter, and it was literally picked up and then instantly used. It was like if they would have just gone and stat on the point, I think that would have been. I think there would have been definitely a higher chance for them to be able to pick up that Trigger Lock Protector, and they wouldn't have staggered out 2 deaths like they did, but. It is what it is, and Hyperion coming out through top lane. They're going to try and siege into this. That's going to be Maiev doing great work as well, just trying to force back the enemy team, as well as we have Treebeard on that Mephisto, stepping them back. Maiev going to pull them in. That's going to be the Endurance of Hate going out, spreading. That's also going to be the Stay a While and Listen. That's going to be so much damage onto Bloodsplat, who tried to just stagger through it all, and this is going to be the little bit of damage they need, but the shielding is good from Tyrael, also the speed boost, and they make it out alive. 13 talent here is just about to round the corner, and they were trying to take that fight before the 13 hit. Bottom lane is going to be stacked up a little bit. We've got catapults periodically coming in through here as well, so they'll need to manage, they'll need to manage that fairly often, just because it will win out against them constantly, and Corgi Booty will be in this lane, and it looks like they're not even showing in lane either. You can see they're kind of playing outside of that vision. They might have been caught in the rotation initially in vision-wise, but either way, it's just something to note right there, how they're kind of playing that lane. Speaking of lane, we're going to be having a rotation in the top lane. Bit of a fight going to be breaking out. Spirit of Vengeance forward, Enigmatic can be knocked back as well. That's going to be Mephisto. Oh. Huge VP. That's a really weird animation right there, but they're going to have a lot of members locked into that shot so very low. Do they have an Iron Skin stay alive? They don't. Endurance of Hate goes out, and that's going to be the Warden's Cage as well. The Holy Word Salvation to keep quite a few alive as the Mephisto goes down. They find the Maiev as well, and close to death, putting on the pressure and putting on the plays as they go ahead and take down the top lane fort. So far, 10 minutes into the game, they have 3 forts down in their favor, and the control point B is going to be opening up. Cookie Man dives over to the Biotic Emitter and will have that tool for the friendly team. The death timers, though, just to note, aren't that long, so we are going to be having the longest on Maiev with 9 seconds right now. They'll be able to jump onto this point and try and take a fight, but it is going to be 13 talents here that they need to find, and they have to turtle up and wait for those waves a little bit. They're going to be down this bottom lane. That's going to be soaked up a little bit right there, and now we continue to have this this camp right here just getting these shots into the tower. It's just such a nuisance. Take control of it. Alrighty, let's see what the channel looks like as just all the members are on the corner right there. Come on, this isn't Teamfight Tactics. You don't have to put everyone in the corner. You can play the middle of the board's fine too. Chen going to be coming out from I don't know if that's a teamfight tactic. At least in Dota Underlords, you can play the corners and stuff like that when you don't want to get dove on. But we are going to have Bloodsplat going to be trying to walk out of here. There's a lot of good damage going on to them. Mephisto just pumping in the damage as well, as we are going to be having Enigmatic and friends just going to be backing off, and they have control over the point. 31% in favor for Close to Death, as they've given it back over. We have these super potions for the Decker Kane as well, so going to get that big chunking heal for that friendly team. Majority of the heroics, we got a couple on cooldown, but they're getting really, really close to actually... see, you know, if you had a Wandering Keg, you could have just separated... No, just kidding. Chen going to be stepping forward on the Enigmatic, gets a kick right there. They're going to be using the Durance of Hate. Hyperion coming in here as well. That's going to be Maiev, the first one to go down. Chen going to go into the Storm, Earth and Fire, diving further forward into that. Stay a while and listen comes out as well from Elhain, but I don't think it's going to get them enough, and they go down. Shot going to be chased out of here, slowed as well. They're going to get a lot of good damage out onto them, and now there's going to be Blessed Hammers coming out, and Treebeard trying to get some damage, but unfortunately they're not going to find enough, and they get picked off as well. This is going to be 16 talent tier to 13. They leave Huberman back onto this point. They rotate into mid lane. I wonder, are they going to be trying to... I'm just trying to look through these lanes. Oh, they're just going to grab the fortification camp. I was wondering if they're going to try and pressure up the lanes and maybe open this up and have it an easier path for the Triglav Protector. But Decker Kane just now getting back. We're going to be having Joanna in just a few seconds as well. Porky Booty going to be forcing them off the point, but I still think they got that regardless. Anduin going to be charging on this point, just 70% and rising. Hanging out.
The light shall bring victory.
Is that the real legacy? Is that the real Tempest Hots? Triglav Protector, second one of the game going over in favor for the members of Close to Death. A Shot has found themselves getting heckled in mid lane. No Storm, Earth, and Fire, but that's going to be Shot getting caught out of position, and that's going to be the pick in favor for Close to Death. Now, 17 to 14 in levels. Cookie Man and friends are just going to be rotating around. Triglav Protector has the Anduin and the Raynor in it. They're going to be just pushing into this front gate of the top lane. Looks like Zeratul is going to be pressuring bottom up a little bit. The friendly team is going to be all up here. Chen is going to be off cooldown for the Storm, Earth, and Fire in 8 seconds. Zeratul has the VP in a few, and that's going to be Joanna with the Blessed Shield up in 33, and she'll be back in 12 herself. Chen kicking over and chasing in. They're going to try and push into the backline team really, really hard here, and they're doing a great job of that. Hyperion coming in as well. Literally, Raynor got out of the Triglav Protector, summoned Hyperion, and then just jumped back in. I love that so much. And now we're going to be having the Triglav Protector jumping into this mid lane. They're going to be getting some more pressure, taking down this keep as well. Seems like they're going for triple keep play as they're going to be rotating this down, or are they going for core? All of the members are up on the right-hand side, but they don't have their 16 talent tier, and it seems like they're going to back off with this Triglav Protector. 21% left on it, and 20 seconds left as well. Can they make something happen with this? They're kind of going back and forth. They're feigning like they want to end VP onto one. Stay a while and listen connects onto a couple, but the Triglav Protector doesn't take a nap at all, and that's going to be no one going down just yet. Zeratul trying to find Enigmatic, and that's going to be Cookie Man able to get the kill. And now with that cleave, Corgi Booty is going to be the next target. They make their way back into the Hall of Storms. Shot is going to be blocked a little bit. They make it in as well. And now, shielding going to be going down. They're going to try and end the game here, but everyone is up except for, well, Maiev is the only one who's going to be dead so far. Treebeard a little bit low, needs to get healing. They get out of there just in time, and now that's going to be Cookie Man trying to get the pressure onto them. Core falling fairly rapidly, and it's going to be Decker Kane getting picked off right there. Treebeard body blocked a little bit from their Hall of Storms with them. That Chen, Holy Word Salvation coming in from the Anduin. Shot doing their best. That's going to be Corgi Booty with the knockback as well, and that is going to be Core going down. Game number 2 going over to the members of Close to Death. GG. Well played. Alrighty, we already know what they want. Alright, let me show talents really quickly as well. Alright, cool. Alrighty, cool. We're all set. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything in the background. Shot didn't wake up Shinobi? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Shot not waking up Shinobi? I feel like this is backwards. That's not possible. All right, we just got to find out what our last map... Close to Death looking like they could win it all. They're looking strong. He only had time for one wake-up call, and he used it on Treebeard after yesterday. Damn, Tempest. Damn. Oh. Alrighty, sorry. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything in the background for Discord channels. Cool. We got all that. Alrighty. Well, we just gotta wait for our next map, and then we'll get going into the next one. While we have this little bit of a lull, thank you so much for all watching. Thank you for cheering and hanging out. I really do appreciate all the support you bring into the channel this afternoon and this morning, wherever you are. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you like all this Heroes of the Storm. I'm having a blast with it. We've got, so we're currently in our second best of 5 of the day. We've got one more after this, which will determine the 3rd, 4th place matchup. And then after that, we are going to be having our grand finals. That's going to be a best of 7. And that one, woo. So far, we know the members of the Lost Boys are going to be in the grand finals. We already saw that one. We're currently deciding, we're not deciding, or finding out if in Close to Death go into the grand finals in a 3-0 fashion. Or, ooh, wow, this map, okay. I like it. Are you saying that shot values Treebeard more? Oh, no, I hope not. Let's see. What did I want to do? I wanted to update the map stuff. That's what I want to do. And this is the pick from them. Game number 3 is this one. Alrighty, we're going to load in here in just a second, and yeah, we'll get going into our 3rd game and our 2nd set of the day. We're cruising through today, I'm not going to lie. We are definitely moving on through today. Bandit, do you have any analysis that you'd like to give to anybody? Anything? It's very well said. For anyone who has been dying for it, Bandit now has a Twitter. So if you would like to follow Bandit on Twitter, please go ahead and do so. You leave my shot alone. Oh, Clad. You never know. I mean, OSD could the Sleeping Dragon could awaken in this game 3, and they could start the reverse sweep. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Dreams do come true, but so far, the momentum is very strong for Close to Death. Let's actually get her ready as well into that chat. Spooky Worm as well. Can we take 2 minutes for restroom? Oh, okay. So the players can get... No, I'm just kidding. We're good. So we're gonna have just a small... We're gonna have a small break for players to run to the bathroom really quickly. That's fair. We'll all hang out together. Yeah, all the casters are just like, we're ready. Oh. You don't need everyone for a draft. You only need one person, right? The whole team doesn't have to decide on things. It's just one person telling everyone what to pick. I picked up my teacup like I was going to drink some, and I realized I'm all out. All we got is water right now. But they're going to take a quick bathroom break, and then we're going to get going here into our game number 3. Oof. Okay, bud? Oh. I stretched, and he jumped. He's all over the place today. I think he needs another walk, really. But it's just a little too difficult when we're streaming all day. But he did get one right beforehand, and we'll get going into our game number 3 in just a second. I guess while we have the time, you don't need one person, just have the AI draft. Have you seen what the AI... Like, the AI, for some reason... I was a sleeping dragon, yeah. Things tend to go very wrong when more than one person drafts. Fair. The other thing to... that I wanted to note on the AI drafting, for some reason they always get Probius. Like they really prioritize Probius, because I've done whenever I do like setups and stuff for different streams, and like I need to check it beforehand, I'll run like an AI draft and have them draft, and I'll go through and make sure everything's lining up in the background on my end. And they'll like, I'll look at the draft and I was like, are you like, what is this? Like they love they also love Butcher too, I think. Like Butcher and Probius are like favorites of the AI. Yeah, the AI drafts like TGG. Dang, Hunter! Oof. Oof. Spooky Worm. secrets out. Well, we're gonna find out if TGG can fix their draft AI. Maybe, are you setting the drafter to be elite or recruit? Because you have to set the drafter to be elite. That's why they give you the best drafts. All the teams are ready. Right? Enan, Enigmatic, yeah, all the casters. No, Tetris said he was good. Hopefully Tetra's still good. Good luck, teams. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into this. Welcome back to Heroes Lounge S Division, day number 2. I am your caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Close to Death up 2 games in our Best of 5 series, and on the right, we are going to be having Order of the Sleeping Dragon. They are going to be trying to make their way back into this Best of 5 series, and we are going to be going into Battlefield of Eternity. Has somebody had their own cheeks? Somebody had their cheeks cleft. Indiv B, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. Did you also have McDonald's breakfast today? Because I did. It was delicious. Really quickly, for anyone who's wondering, let's actually get into some map bans that did take place. Whew, I can say words. Coin flip was won by the members of OSD, so that gives them first pick priority in that first game. Tomb was banned out by Close to Death. Towers of Doom banned out by OSD. Dragonshire was the first map and chosen by Close to Death and won by them. Volskaya was chosen by Close to Death as they wanted first pick in game number 2 on the side of OSD. And that was also won by Close to Death. And then game number 3. Same situation. OSD wants that first pick priority once again, so Close to Death has decided to take us to Battlefield of Eternity. Let's get back into our game. No, I was feeling great. No smoothie necessary. Wait, what happened? Apparently I got gifted a sub yesterday. Oh, yeah. I guess it happened after I left a bit yesterday, but either way, enjoy your sub. Wait, what? Oh, where are the Mephisto picks, Kappa? There was actually one in the last game. On Volskaya Foundry, Treebeard did play it. Alrighty, we're going to be seeing a Samuro band out as well as a of Sonya, and we actually have, once again, the high priority under the Chen. Chen has made really, really good waves so far in this tournament, in the day 1 and day 2, and I really like what we're seeing from this Chen. No Wandering Keg still. Maybe this is the game. This is the game. Legacy, you can tell me no, but I'm still gonna hope for it. Lunar will be picked up once again on the opposing side. We saw them actually have a lot of good value with that in game number 1 on Dragonshire. Yeah. Or no, was that Volskaya? I'm completely forgetting. Was it literally the last game or not? No, it was game number 1 because they played Phoenix, and I was like, oh my god. But either way, Ana and Muradin will be picked up on the right-hand side. Greymane and Anubarak were banned out. Cho'Gall incoming? If anyone ever bans a Greymane, it's Cho'Gall. Not because of the fact that it's Battlefield of Eternity and Greymane had changes and he's really, really powerful now. No. And he's really good at racing Immortals. No, it's because Cho'Gall, because Curse Bullet. Li Ming first pick. Epic player. I'm with you on that. Interesting. Legacy just gives me the XD. XD indeed, my dude. Alright, this is going to be the Hanzo band out on the left-hand side. So they're removing the race because so far all they have race-wise is a Li Ming. There's a lot of options still, like Vala's still on the table, if teams want to go into that. She actually has seen a little bit of prowess in that sense and a little bit of priority. They do need a support, and they could take out something like a Tyrande on the side of... Oh, actually, they get rid of Keenan's Alarak. They don't want to deal with Keenan on Alarak again. What are... Wait, are we doing... What? In-houses later today? Oh, I must be missing something. In-houses. What? What did I... Wait, what did I miss? In-houses? I'm confused. Let's continue into draft. Diablo going to be picked up on the left-hand side, and so is going to be Anduin. So that's going to be really good aggression, really good control. And Anduin, once again, going to be picked up on the left-hand side. We saw so much value consistently from this Anduin that I'm loving it. But we get this last 2 picks from the members of OSD. Li Ming, Ana, Muradin. They need a solo laner. Oh boy. It's from Discord, just ignore it. Okay, thank you, Grommanon. I just wasn't sure. I was like, what? Oh, Tatsuki. I love. By the way, if you haven't, if you enjoy some great shark emotes, go subscribe to Totski because she has the best shark emotes on Twitch, in my opinion. At least that I have seen and found. I really haven't needed to find any more. Yrel gets picked up as well for that solo lane into the Chen. That Diablo skin is horrific. Luchador Diablo? Better practice than SL. Storm League is great for practicing. Genji, though, rounds up the draft on the left-hand side, so they got some dive to get into the backline, and they won't be able to cheese the well through mid. Wait, do they remember that there's towers in mid now? You can't just cheese the well like we used to. They could go for the top lane cheese if they wanted to. We did see a little bit of that happen yesterday, but it didn't end up working out too well. You're welcome, Totski. They're great. I love those emotes so much. They're really, really good. And also, since you're in chat and I saw Kriv earlier, just all I can think about is Taco Bell for dinner. Oh, I'm gonna get so much. Poppin' Fresh, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. And see, Poppin' Fresh knows what's up. Best shark emotes. Alrighty, everybody, we're loading into our game number 3 of our second set of the day. This will determine who's going to the grand finals and who is going to be going to the lower bracket. If Close to Death can take this, they're going to grand finals. And OSD, they're going to have to find a way in 3rd or 4th place up against Looking for Work. Let's get into it. Genji plus Anduin ult? I like that, Grominin. I agree. I agree with that 100%. This game depends on how well CTD can execute. I agree. Can't just cheese well. I understand. You underestimate my power. All right, sorry. Let's get into this. Close to Death on the left-hand side, up 2 games. Cookie Man going to be on the Lunara, Red Robot going to be on the Diablo, Keenan going to be on the Genji, Huberman going to be on the Anduin, and Bloodsplat on the Chen. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of OSD trying to bring it back, trying to give us a series. We got Corgi Booty on the Yrel. Moving on into the bottom lane, we're going to be having Treebeard on the Zul Jin. For some reason, I just like the model just wasn't like my brain wasn't putting it together. But that's going to be also shot on this Muradin who gets the Dwarf Toss out. Enigmatic going to be on the Li Ming and Elhaim on the Ana this time. First time. I honestly think this is like the first time in any of the games that we've had for the S Division playoffs. This is the first time Elhaim is playing something outside of Deckard Cain, I think. Because I think like all day yesterday I saw only Deckard Cain. Obviously this is the 3rd game in this best of 5, and we had Deckard Cain for those first 2 games. Whew. Pretty sure CTD should just win every fight because they have kill Ana for oh, okay, I see what you mean. If CTD can get the blow up they want, they should win every fight. This is a terrifying composition, I'm not gonna lie. Order of the Sleeping Dragon, though. I'm not gonna. They scale. They scale, baby. We don't have Headhunter for the Zul Jin at level 1. We're just gonna be seeing the Bone Slicer, if I'm not mistaken. And that's gonna be just restoring mana. Additionally, there we go. Pierces through all enemies. That's a big one as well. It's not a free kill on Ana, to be honest. It's gonna be. They're gonna have to dive into that backline. It's gonna be a little difficult, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here because if you dive into the backline and Ana just holds the sleep dart for when you do that, sleep dart, and then you just walk away. I'm just kind of cycling through these lanes really quickly because there's a lot of back and forth between these 2 players. That's going to be the contest over the point for now. Shot going to be on it. That's a lot of good damage onto Red Robot. Can they make it out alive? Flash shield coming out from Hooperman, and that's going to be the Fire Stomp as well. They're staying alive now. Cookie Man stepping out of the point, trying to cycle in, but Diablo gets the Shadow Charge in. Meanwhile, in the backline, that's going to be Genji with the kill onto the Zul Jin, but Reset City for Li Ming finds a kill onto Lunara. OSD waking up in game number 3 on Battlefield of Eternity. Meanwhile, in top lane, Chen and Corgi Booty are going to be going back and forth. This Yrel is going to be pushing in the lane fairly well. It doesn't look like they're dominating the lane, but still holding this over fairly effectively. 2-minute 30 coming around the corner in a second, and that means that we're going to be getting the announcement for our first Immortal of the game. For anyone at home who doesn't know, we currently, as an observer, see the priority on the blue side. So this is going to be the red immortal on top, and this will be the blue immortal down here. The shielding will the shield signifies the blue team's immortal. So anyone who's just wondering what those little symbols mean and how they're gonna posture and why they posture in specific spots, that kind of just shows off that right there. Speaking of posturing, we can see them all in this bush right now, and that's gonna be them trying to step up into this lane and maybe step onto the Chen. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to find that. I think they want to try and open this up and also have a little little bit more pressure with their first camp, and they lost a lot of vision on the enemy team. So just you can see all the danger pings coming out. They're a little worried about the positioning and where the enemy team is going to be, and so this is just going to be. I like these. I can't think of the name of it. The cleave, basically, from Treebeard. Oh, well, we'll get to that later. Anyways, Treebeard taking quite a bit of damage. Bloodsplat going to be kicking forward as well. They're trying to make their way out of there, and they're doing a great job of auto-attacking during all that as well. Oh, I have to click on him. I gotta click on him. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. It's driving me absolutely insane. Twin Cleave! There we go. It's the crazy thing is, like, it's the simple town. It's like Strafe. I couldn't remember. Oh my god. The dive onto Lunara, the pick goes off, the reset for Li Ming, and now they're going to be having that one kill, and Keenan trying to get into the backline, reset, or not reset, but deflect from that Genji. A lot of good damage coming out, but Elhaim doing a great job healing up. Another Twin Cleave coming out. And the other thing to note, too, is that once Treebeard is finished halfway through the stacks, so once they hit 15 stacks right there in that bottom, or that first baseline quest, they'll have the increased 1.1 range, I believe it is. I think it's just 1.1 range, yeah. And then when they get the 150, the full stacks, they get the double Twin Cleave. So they'll have that cycle, and Treebeard just living at such low health. Oh, Cookie Man. The leap of faith to pull them back in. I cannot believe they lived through that. Nice use of the Chastise, but unfortunately Genji doesn't get out, and CTD getting thrown around in this game. The members of OSD just clapping back for our Game 3. Was it all just a ruse? Were they all just... Did the coffee finally kick in? But who knows? We're going to be seeing them back off, and this is just going to be pure immortal race between the two teams. Easy. Easy race between these two teams. Sorry, I just want to check something really quickly. All right, there we go. Okay, minimize this, and I just want to do this really quickly. And this is just going to be a little bit of a back and forth between these two teams. And let's go see how they're going to be able to play into this bottom lane. I like the way that they're going into this. So far, we're going to be having the Immortal move into the bottom, and they're going to be able to siege into this. Ooh. I'm like, OSD is starting to bring the momentum, and I'm just like, wow, like, I'm a little surprised, and I'm sure Close to Death is a little surprised as well, but we're going to see what happens here. First Immortal going to be pushing in. Lunari and friends going to be clearing this out as best as they can. And now, we get our Immortal. Excuse me, sorry, I had to make sure something in the background was working, and my casting was off. Either way, 7 to 8 levels. Genji going to be diving to the backline a little bit here, and Immortal goes down. Just shot able to... What is this change in momentum and this change in pacing? Like, they're not able to get any of these kills, and it's just Elhaim is doing an amazing job on this Ana. I'm speechless in a sense, because Close to Death had such high execution, such high momentum, and I was thinking that they were just going to be able to continue to roll into that in this next game, but it seems like OSD has found a way to stop that momentum. They figured out their enemy a little bit here, and Treebeard also putting in the damage on this Zul'jin. 22,000 hero damage already. Lunar on the other side only at 13,000 themselves, so definitely really putting in the work right there. The other big factor to consider here is that Li Ming is getting reset after reset, so anyone who's getting low from Treebeard, who's just dumping in the damage on from those axes, Li Ming is then able to capitalize on those low health pool heroes, get those resets, and then able to then dive further and continue to pressure up onto the enemy team. We got about a level deficit between these two teams, as we're going to be seeing those 10 talents here, 10 talents hit here for the members of OSD. There we go. Does anyone remember the bans? Greymane was banned. I just remember Greymane being banned because I was making a joke about it. I think Anubrak might have been banned. Did Shot get his coffee? It sounds like it. Or not even so much sounds like it, but seems like it and looks like it here. Second Immortal phase coming up here. A little bit of a wraparound. They're going for it. This is a really aggressive invade onto this camp right now. And, I mean, with the 10 talents here, why not? What are they going to be doing to try and step up onto you? They have no... So it's not going to be Guillotine for the Zul'jin. It's going to be the Toss Dingo, so they're going to be able to just live in that low health pool moment. As long as that healing comes out from Ana, they'll be perfect for them. Speaking of Ana, they're currently holding their level 10, so they might go for the Eye of Horus. That would be really, really strong. Actually, Nano Boost. Nano Boost probably onto Li Ming, I would assume. This is going to be Cookie Man going for the clear onto the Immortal, but look at the race coming out in this bottom already. Treebeard just dumping in the damage, and that's a big thing to highlight. The Zul'jin on a map like this really starts to scale and really starts to get good damage. The other thing to note as well, he's halfway through that questing talent, so he's going to be able to then have that increased 1.1 range, and then we're going to be looking for the Twin Cleave once they hit 30 stacks. Not shot, but Diablo going in right there. That's going to be Light Bomb on the Genji. Keenan trying to dive in. That's going to be the Dragon Blade as well. Look at, oh my god, these members are getting so very low as they find the Li Ming, who was nano boosted. Absorption will be used from Yrel as well. And this is going to be Treebeard in the backline. They don't have, actually, excuse me, they do have the Toss Dingo up and available. Shot going to go over the wall, but unfortunately, Muradin doesn't get the proc onto the third wind, and they go down. The Avatar form not going to be enough, and that will be close to death, starting to bring this back for themselves, as we do have Corgi Booty in the top lane, pushing this out 10 to 10 in our levels here, and it looks like they literally just needed to find that 10. Shout out to Twitch chat, who was the one who caught, I think it was Grominin, who was saying that Light Bomb Genji combo, very good to be able to dive into the backline, lock a couple members back, lock a couple members down, excuse me, and then just initiate even harder. Lightning Breath was picked up from that Diablo, so it's going to be just kind of the slows and the shred that they bring to the table there. For anyone who doesn't know, and just I always hit on this one whenever we go to Battlefield of Eternity, the way that the Punisher prioritizes these lanes, it will always go to the most well-defended lane. So if you look at top lane really quick, you can see there's more damage on that front gate. Now it's a lot different, but it's the same way that the boss works on Brax's Holdout, where it will always prioritize the most well-defended lane because it's just a little bit more fun that way as a game. We are going to be seeing this bottom lane, again, the same combo. Genji in the backline. The friendly team is going to be stepping up. Lunar getting some good damage. Enigmatic can be taken out. Li Ming gets nano boosted and then blown up every single time. The Leap of Faith is just a little too late, and Chen goes down before they can use any sort of Panda Power. Actually, they might have gotten it off right at the start of that fight, it seems like. Oh no, that's a long... They must have just been on cooldown because it's 100 seconds. Yeah, they didn't have it from that last fight. Never mind. Sentinel going through the mid area. They're going to continue to get vision from that, and this is now going to be the top lane being pushed in as well. They want to try and go for double fort here, I would assume, but they don't have their Chen, and without that, I really wouldn't be pushing up more than that. Let's actually get vision for the members of the blue team as they're going to be backing off. They had that Sentinel Wisp over here just scouting out for the friendly team. They're going to be able to make it out just fine. Is the Sentinel Wisp not showing properly? Shouldn't it be double in size? Like for vision? Shouldn't it be a huge circle? Huh. That was weird. It must have been moved or something in the last 5 seconds, and it didn't sit still long enough. Regardless, it's not... 13s are just around the corner for both these sides. Treebeard is working their way through that. Look at the Chen on right now. Is going to be diving onto Elheim in the background, and they're going to be trying to do their best, but these Panda Pals are way too strong, and they get the honor right there. Corgi Booty going to be targeted next. Yrel going to be diving out. Shot going to be out as well. Keenan gets the Light Bomb, but they don't find anyone. Bloodspike going to be kicking over the wall, and it continue to go into this. That's going to be a little bit of a stagger coming out from them. Absorption going to be used from the Yrel. They get the Li Ming regardless. Toss Dingo was used on the Zul'jin, but they still go down. They get cooked by the Diablo shot, making their way out as now Cookie Man going to be backing out as well. Shot jumps over the wall, and they're going to be continuing to put the pressure onto them. That's going to be Genji diving through, and now with those few kills, well, I guess 4 kills I could say, they're going to be taking out this fort. The camp was picked up in favor for OSD, but they still managed to take this from them on the side of close to death. Double forts during that time. Just wow. And now we have periodic catapult pressure. Well, they have a response at least for bottom lane. So at least these catapults will be matched out. Top lane will slowly win out in its own favor, and Immortal will be spawning here in 1 second. It only... Wait, what? I missed something. Oh, it only grows in size from bushes. Okay. Remaining in a bush for 5 seconds. Thank you so much. I was just like, I thought it was just always. Okay, that's a little something I didn't know. Today I learned. Today I learned. Alrighty. Carpe Felis, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. Also, thank you also for clarifying that's also in a bush. I did not know that. Okay. Let's continue to push into this. We pulled away the talents for now. We'll cycle through some of the other numbers in just a minute, but this is going to be Chen just enough to share for the friendly team, and now they're going to be going over here and trying to go for the burn onto the Immortal. Same talent here for both sides. They do have a camp in bottom lane. They know that the team is going to be down there because they have vision on that Yrel through that. Let's actually get vision for the members of Close to Death right now and get an idea of what they're looking at. And so you can see right now, Yrel just clears that out. They disappear. They know that they need to back off, but regardless, they get the halfway mark. So now it's going to be reset. This goes over to the aggressive side, and they have to make a quick They have to make a quick defense on the side of OSD right here. Shot gonna try and get the Stormbolt, connects onto Keenan. Sleep Dart goes out, but the protection's gonna be there from the deflect. Really good going out from the Genji, enough to share from Bloodsplat. Gonna continue to Jinx in the back line, and they're looking for a way to get onto Elheim right there. They do have their Storm, Earth, and Fire ready and available. They might pop this into the bush over here. Cookie Man a little bit low in the back line. That's gonna be Storm, Earth, and Fire gonna be popped. Diablo with the initiation, and that's gonna be Bloodsplat diving in as well. Enigmatic will be the target as they get the Nano Boost thrown onto them. Ana goes down as well. Lightning Breath was used that entire time, and we're gonna continue to see the chase coming in. Shot did pop the Avatar form as Genji does go down to the Li Ming. Now Diablo's gonna be chasing that below us. Light Bomb did go out, and that's going to be Toss Dingo being popped by the Zeratul, but unfortunately Chen will be able to drink through the majority of that. Corgi Booty going to be overpowered and blocked, body blocked by both of them. They also pop the Ardent Defender. They're able to make it out alive, and Murden is actually going to be going down to Lunara, which I guess this was over here. I thought Murden was just making their way out absolutely fine, but I completely missed that they got picked off right there, and that's going to be another Immortal in favor for the members of Close to Death. This is going to be going in through bottom lane? Top lane. It's this tower versus this tower, and I was trying to remember off the top of my head really, really quickly, but they will be able to pick this up. Elheim playing too far up. Oh no. 46,000 heroic damage on that Zul'jin. Still really strong on that right. Corgi Booty making this rotation. They're going to be able to get the Holy Avenger? Avenging Wrath, there we go. I always say that one backwards or muddle it up. But this will be still 16s over the enemy team. They're going to be sieging in through the top lane. Immortal fairly well shielded as well, so it will attack from range. You can see that kind of glow around it, much like when Chen uses the stagger. You can kind of see the same thing around them. And this is going to be them with the shield also being able to attack from range. This is going to be Shot diving out. We have everyone up and available, but no 16 talent here, and you can see them. They're playing on the far side of this keep. Light Bomb going out into Chen, who gets the the Storm, Earth, and Fire out as well. They're going to be diving further down onto Elheim once again, always using this to dive onto Elheim, and they manage to find their way onto the Ana. Lunara just trying to get out of there before they go down to the core damage, and that's going to be Shot very low, gets into the Hall of Storms. Corgi Booty trying to get, oh my god, the overpower and everything, and just going to be throwing them around. They get the kill right there, and it looks like the members of Close to Death have taken this series in a 3-0 fashion as well. We are going to be going into our third, fourth place matchup with OSD versus Looking for Work. GG, well played. Whew. CTD looking good? Yeah. All right. Let me just... Oh, I think their audio is all set. All right, well, at this time, we're going to be joined by Keenan from Close to Death. How are you feeling after your 3-0 victory?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
That was...
I mean, you can't be upset about that.
Not at all. So let's actually jump to game number 3 really quickly, because I want to talk about that one. It's... They start out really strong. Game 1 and Game 2, the posturing, the prowess, the aggression coming out from your team was very, very strong. That Alarak play in Game number 1, definitely something to shout out, because that was just terrifying to look at points. But Game number 3, the pressure starts to come on, and they're starting to really push your team in. They take a fort very early. A lot of early game kills. I think it was 1-6 at a point. Was there any moment where you're just like, they could be taking this series and start the reverse sweep? Or was it like, we got to get to 10s and that's the change?
Well, we're used to being behind. You know, we usually lose. So it wasn't anything new for us. So we were just preparing for 10, and that was our whole game plan. We had the whole Light Bomb Genji plan, and it followed through.
It really, like, once that first one went out, it seemed like that was just what you needed. After that, it was just constant pressure, constant team fights that were going over in your favor, and it was really, really great matchups in that right. Now, going into, you know, the Game 1 and the Game 2 on Dragonshire and not Towers of Doom, Volskaya Foundry, was there anything that they could bring to the table that you were worried about? Because it didn't seem like Joanna has been a strong player, or a strong hero for Shot. Were you worried at all about that, or are you just like, they can have it, it doesn't matter, we don't mind that?
So Order Sleeping Dragon, their team is good all around. All the players on their team are really good, but they seem to play off Sylvanas really well, and
Okay.
so that's why we ban Sylvanas every single time.
Gotcha.
Whenever they get that hero, they shine. So that was our game plan.
It's you took it out every game and it seemed to work out for you very, very well, and overall the matches were so strong. Going into the grand finals, you're going to be going up against the Lost Boys. Anything that you're worried about, excited about, anything you're planning for this?
Well, last night we took care of business and we beat them 3-2. So we're
Ooh.
hoping to do that again. But they are a really good team, and so you can go either way.
Alrighty, well that's a good game plan right there. And then and just asking because I have you for interview, who do you think is going to be taking the 3rd, 4th place matchup? Because it's going to be OSD versus Looking for Work.
Oh, that's a close one. Either way, I think it's going to go 3-2.
Oh,
Right. I think it's going to be really close. Right now, I think Looking for Work, based off their last game, they want something and they're ready to go. So I'm going to give them the slight edge. Sorry, Order, but I'm going to give it to Looking for Work 3-2.
okay, all right. Well, that's a good call right there. Before I let you go and you prep for your grand finals, any shout-outs you'd like to give? The floor is all yours.
Cookie Man on our team. He is on top of the world right now. He's doing so well. He's Van Halen everything for us. We're really proud of him.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much.
And also, I'm sorry, also Heroes Lounge.
Oh,
I
okay.
should have said that first.
No, you're fine.
Because they're responsible for all of this.
No, thank you so much for the interview. Good luck in your grand finals, and I'll see you all after the next best of 5.
Thanks, dude. See you later.
Alrighty. All right. Well.